We'll start the pod. We're starting recording. What's up? Welcome to Blunder Bus Podcast.
Whoa.
Another week. We're here.
That was abrupt.
Yeah. You want to go back?
I'm Vic Van Tran.
Yeah, and I'm Art Kai, and we're talking about the three-body problem.
Yeah, I'm reading. Yes, I read.
He reads.
I know how to read.
Oh, I got to give you your book back. Speaking of.
Oh, I gave you a book?
The Inner Game of Tennis.
Oh, what'd you think? It's a little repetitive.
It's a little repetitive. Did my cat just poop? Do you smell it?
No, we're in the clear.
All right, sweet. He did just go to the bathroom, so I was wondering. It's repetitive, but it's good. It's very zen, which I was surprised by.
Yes, it is very zen. And I think Pete Carroll, when he coached whatever college football team he was coaching, USC, he made all of his players read it.
Which I was wondering, did those guys actually read this?
Oh, do they know how to read?
That's what I was wondering.
They probably did at one point.
I wonder, assigned reading. Did you ever have assigned reading in high school?
Yeah.
Did you ever read the books?
I did a lot of Spark Notes.
That's what I'm saying. No one actually reads. There's no Spark Notes on the Inner Game of Tennis.
Right. It's also a book that doesn't really need Spark Notes.
It's pretty short.
Yeah.
You can probably...
And pretty simple.
I feel but I was wondering, if I were a D1 big college football player,
yeah,
I'm thinking, I'm going to the NFL. You know what I mean? And I want to be the best player in the world. So I'm gonna do everything in my power to get there, and that's if my coach is telling me to read something, I'm reading it.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. But I don't know if if that's a real mentality, if I'm just saying that, or if that's a real mentality to actually do people actually do that? You know.
We'll have to get them on the pod.
I'll get
We'll have to get the players on the pod.
Yeah, but it was good. It was good. It was all about there's one section about focusing on breathing and not being judgmental and
yeah, you don't want to judge your inner thoughts because it will hinder your progress. It's basically a book about learning how to learn.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
and just to be chill,
very zen.
Just play the game, be chill about it.
Yes,
don't care too much. Basically.
Your body and your mind have a natural way of learning.
Yeah,
and if you force yourself. If you overthink things and you force things, you impede your progress and you impede your body's natural intuition.
Right.
That's the gist of the book.
And a lot of it's imagine yourself doing the good thing, watching a professional and just picture it and then do that.
Yeah,
Which, that's not how that works. But I guess there's some validity to it.
Yeah, I think the book is it's directed towards people who have proficiency in something, but want to get to
the next level.
Yeah,
right? Because I was I don't know. I feel some direction, very technical direction, if you're just starting out, actually may be good.
Yeah,
it's not never. I don't know. It's not always a bad thing.
Yeah, if I was teaching a person to stay on the metaphor, to play tennis, for the first time, I'm not just gonna be just do what Federer does.
Yeah, just watch some games.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
But no, it was good. I gotta get the book back. But you're liking the three-body problem. You're not gonna watch the show. That's what we were talking about before the pod.
No, you gotta watch the visual medium before you read the book. I think that's the order. You don't go book, movie, TV show. Yeah. You gotta go reverse.
And you got put off by the white guy in the show.
That. Yes.
Whoever you
always, are. Yes. But
always, no matter where and when.
It's just everything in the movie or the TV show gets so condensed, it simplifies everything.
Oh, sure.
And I just feel it removes a lot
it's
from
Spark Notes.
The story. Yeah.
It's the Spark Notes of three-body problem. When I read that book, it was really confusing.
When you watch the movie, you're basically reading the book. It's the same thing as reading the book, but in this voice, and then he went to the store, and then he turned on the machine, then he pressed the button.
Just really hold your hand
yes.
through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything
Perfect.
is just simplified.
That's why I love it. That's why I fucking need it. That's why movies and TV show are the best, because you can turn your brain off and you can just vibe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Okay, what about, so me and my girlfriend are watching The Last of Us.
Oh, me too.
And so.
You're caught up.
No, I'm not. But I know the story.
Okay, I want to, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
We don't got to spoil that.
Okay.
But what do you think the difference is between telling a story through a video game versus telling a story through a TV show?
This is a great question.
Yeah.
I actually was just discussing with a friend who has played the video game, and he was saying that like.
Did you play the game?
I did not play the game.
Oh, okay.
I've watched a lot of footage of the game. Too much sneaking around. I don't like games where you sneak around. It's so boring. Sneaking around is so boring.
But it's tense. That game is tense.
I guess, but it's like you're ducking. I don't like ducking a lot. I don't know. Anyway, I have problems with the game.
Flat feet. Oh, that's why I don't like sneaking. You got flat feet. You know. In
just,
reality, you'd be slapping. They hear you a mile away. Your feet slapping on the concrete.
Yeah, no such thing as tippy toes for me.
Yeah,
it's just flat foot, flatty footy. But I hear that, like, I don't want to. I mean, this is gonna be spoiler. We're getting spoiler content here. If you don't want The Last of Us spoiled, don't listen to the rest of this. So basically, like, in the next episode, what happens? The newest one.
I do know. Yeah. Everybody's gonna turn this episode off.
The 10 people who are listening will not turn this off. They're obsessed with us.
Okay, go on.
But anyway, so Abby kills Joel.
Whoa! What?
Or not. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I made that up.
Yes.
Yeah, so in the game, you play as Abby.
Right.
And I think I was talking to my friend how, like, you feel more on her side because you, like, have to be her. And it's like you have to, like, be the enemy.
Yes.
And it's like that sort of storytelling. You just can't translate that in, like, a TV show or movie. Like, there's not enough time. I think there could theoretically be more time if you, like, just spent, like, a season with that character and then you're like, oh, I really like this character now.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the show, it's very much like she is the villain. You hate her. There's no really redeemable aspect to her.
Yes, that's a great point. Yeah, because I guess in the game you're directly responsible for her living.
Yes,
because you got to win the game.
Right.
Your interests are they're aligned,
and that like pissed people off.
Yeah. But also, like, everybody that was pissed at the creator for The Last of Us, like, go fuck yourself.
They're Reddit, like, incels.
Yeah.
They're like men's, like, you can't be a woman protagonist.
Yeah.
I don't want to control a woman. I want to control, like, a hot guy.
I don't want to control a woman if it's through the avenues of government and laws.
Yeah, the real way. The legal way.
Yeah.
Not through a stupid video game. Yeah, it's a bunch of people complaining for no reason.
Funny I say that, but I'm also forcing my girlfriend to watch The Last of Us.
Does she not like the show?
Controlling her. Huh?
Does she not like the show?
I think she likes it, but she doesn't like horror stuff.
Okay.
And so, like, the infected and stuff, she's like literally, she farted.
She farted.
She got so scared she farted.
Okay.
She did not appreciate me saying that.
Is that real? She actually farted?
Yeah, she did.
Damn,
so if you're ever sneaking around zombies, don't
scare her.
Don't carry her around.
Yeah, that's why I don't like playing sneaking around games. It's not realistic. When you get caught, you don't fart.
I know the clickers can't see, but can they smell?
They can smell. They can hear. They can hear that fart.
Yeah, they can hear that fart.
Silent but deadly as well. But no, you've watched the first episode of the second season, right?
I haven't seen any of the second
season. God, dude!
Because I gotta catch up with my girlfriend.
Okay, yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
I don't want to say too much then.
I know the story though.
Okay, well, so the zombies, the infected, start getting smart.
Oh right.
They start like learning how to like hunt and shit.
Oh really?
That's now I'm spoiling part of the game.
Well, yeah, because the zombies are different from the game to the show. They're like remember in the first season whenever they step on like a patch of fungi and it wakes a bunch of zombies up.
Yeah, it's like all connected or whatever.
Yeah, that wasn't part of the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then there was also like a big element of the game were spores.
Oh, like, if you like breathe in the spores.
You breathe in the spores. That was another way of getting infected.
Oh,
and Ellie was immune.
That.
Yeah, they didn't have that in the show because I think that would just be hard.
Yeah, like visually, how does that work? Yeah.
Whoa,
yeah. I don't want to spoil too much then, but let's just say they can probably smell now. They can probably smell they can smell a fart for sure.
Oh, they can smell.
Baby.
Okay.
I mean, not to say too much. They get smarter.
Right.
Because they're evolving. Because it's still like a living thing,
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, pretty sick. Great show. I love that show. A lot of fun.
I do like that show. Pedro Pascal, R.I.P. again. That guy.
Spoiler.
That guy's in everything, and he dies in everything. Honestly, it's not even a spoiler. If you see Pedro Pascal in anything, he's gonna die.
He dies so good though. He's like one of those like hot guys who like you kind of want to see him die because he's just like, dude, he's like sweaty and like bloody and he's like,
I know.
He's got that stare, like that 1,000-yard stare.
Those sad eyes.
The sad eyes. He's got like a sadness to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joel Miller
from Texas.
Yeah, you got the Texan
From
twang.
Texas, yeah.
Yeah, great accent. Keep watching. Let me know what you think.
Ellie.
Ellie. Joel, I hate you. That's what she says.
Ellie, come here now.
She got him killed. I hate
Damn.
that. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, you don't have to. Your girlfriend doesn't have to watch. Why are you forcing her to watch it?
Well, a couple reasons. One, she doesn't know what to watch. She doesn't even know how to watch Netflix.
Oh, she's a boomer.
No,
a boomer.
We were gonna watch Black Mirror together. She'd never seen Black Mirror.
Oh
right?
my god.
And then so I was like, all right, well, catch up from season 1. And then so yesterday or Saturday, we sit down to watch Black Mirror together.
Yeah.
And she says she watched it. She watched a few episodes.
Yeah.
So I go to season 7, the newest season. She goes, "Oh, I watched that one. I watched that one too.
No.
I watched that one too." I was like, "Wait,
you just watched the newest
the only episodes that you saw was the newest season that we were supposed to watch together."
That's so funny.
She goes, "Yeah, I just clicked Black Mirror and started watching the first one that came on."
That's so funny. I guess you don't really have to watch them in order, right? But then now you don't have anyone to watch it with.
I guess it's an easy mistake to make.
Right.
Yeah, but it's like you see the seasons.
But
listed.
apps do that though. It's like first thing open, like the newest episode, watch it. It's like in your face. You're just like click, 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 click. I get it.
You're right. I wouldn't have done that, but you're right.
Did you? So you watched a movie last night,
bro? Wait, last night?
2 nights ago.
A couple nights ago, dude. You recommended, I think, on the pod.
I know How to Make Billions Before Grandma or Millions Before Grandma Dies.
How to Make $1 Before Grandma Dies.
Did you watch that with your girlfriend?
Yes. She watched me sob. Sob.
The hardest you've ever cried in front of her.
Yeah, probably. yeah.
Dude, she got the ick for sure.
She's seen me cry maybe like 3 times.
Wow.
2 of them have been like in the last month or so.
Because of movies and stuff?
Because of movies,
yeah.
How to make...
That's what she's like, my boyfriend's losing it.
Dude.
He's losing it.
Dude, oh my God.
Did she cry too?
No, she just watched me cry.
Yeah. How do you not cry at that movie?
Her grandma's dead.
My grandma's dead, but I knew her when she was alive.
Yeah.
And we do that thing, the Qing Ming.
Qing Ming,
yeah.
They mentioned it.
Yeah.
I was still like, ew.
Okay, yeah.
Don't
Can you
say
that.
Dude. Oh my God. I don't know why those movies pull my heartstrings, man. Anything that has to do with like son, father, son, grandmother.
Yeah. Like older people. There's a little bit of elder abuse, like a little bit of elder neglect in the movie that like gets me. So hard, it's hard to watch.
That hurts you?
Oh yeah, like when he like had her in the wheelchair and he was like so pissed at her that he like walked away. I was like, "Don't what?"
That upset me.
You just left her there.
Yeah,
stuff like that. Or like she was talking about how like no one ever visits anymore. Like, ooh, it hurts. He's like they only visit when things are going well. Like that, her son.
Yeah,
it's like, oh,
dude, are you trying to make me cry again?
Yeah, it's still fresh in your head. I forgot.
Fuck, bro, that made me so.
But did you
sad.
like it?
I loved it.
Yeah, it's great.
I loved it.
Probably one of the best movies I've seen this year. I'll say.
Yeah,
and I've seen the Minecraft movie.
Was that good?
I didn't see it.
Oh.
I'm not gonna see it.
Bring your chicken.
Yeah. I'll bring my 2 cats to chase the chickens.
One thing that made me laugh. Maybe a spoiler for this movie.
Turn this off.
Whenever it's confirmed that her cancer is incurable, and then the mom has that phrase, it's like, what does she say? It's like there's a phrase. It says, once the rice is fully cooked, you can't turn it back to grains.
Yeah.
I was like, did she just say you're cooked?
Yeah.
She said, Grandma, you're cooked.
Bro, you're cooked. Bro, you're crashing out. Grandma, you're gassed.
You're cooked. It's lit.
It's lit. Grandma's like, bet. Bet I'm dead, bro.
I'm dead, bro.
Bro, I'm dead. Yeah, I do remember that scene. That scene was sad, but now it's funny.
She's cooked.
I don't care.
Stage 4, she's cooked.
Stage 4. That, sad.
Yeah.
Good movie, though. Highly recommend it. You should guys check it out. It is like probably one of the best Thai movies I've seen.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of Thai movies.
I loved at the end when they're at her gravesite.
Oh my God!
And then he just dumps the flowers out. Because halfway through the movie, I told Aaliyah, I was like, I bet the end of the movie is going to be a shot of him mindfully scattering the rose petals.
Yeah, and he's like, nope.
Like she wanted, yeah, and then he just dumps it
do
out.
Do you know anything about the ceremony, like any of that stuff?
No.
Okay, so when you get the plot of land, it's just a mound of dirt. So that every year you come back and you put like flowers and stuff, so it like becomes compost and seeds, and then things grow on it.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like throughout the years you can see it grow.
Yeah.
It's kind of sick, right?
That is very nice.
That's why it's like you got to like spread it out evenly, because you want like an even mound.
Right.
And like the more grass and more vegetation there is, it's like the longer it's been there.
Wow.
It's kind of sick, right?
That is nice. There was a lot of similarities with the Thai grave and the Vietnamese grave.
Okay.
Like the incense.
Yeah.
I was got those two.
A little bit of incest in that movie.
A little bit, yeah.
Kind of weird.
I
was like, not really sure if this is needed, but
yeah, she was a cutie.
Yeah, she was,
cutie.
but I was like,
yeah.
What? Why?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
yeah, she could be my little caretaker.
Yeah, also like
she could come over and wipe my old ass.
She had an OnlyFans.
Yeah,
like, I was like, you needed. Is that necessary?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Grandpa needs a diaper.
Yeah.
Grandpa needs a diaper
now.
Grandpa needs a Ching Ming.
Yeah, pays her once a month for that premium OnlyFans diaper.
Fuck.
Worth it.
Mm.
But yeah, pretty strange. Anyway.
Yeah, some similarities. They wear the white to the funeral.
Yeah.
And and the incense, and then like
a lot of incense.
The chanting, the Buddhist chanting.
Sure.
Yeah, we do that whenever we go visit my grandparents' grave
in Texas.
Yeah, but they're Christian. They're Catholic.
Catholics, yeah.
But they do the Buddhist incantations.
You probably just bring some of that over. Like why not? We've been doing it for centuries.
I wonder what they're saying though. Like, are they praying to Buddha or are they praying to
Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what they're saying, but it sounds like it has that same cadence. Dun 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 dun. You know what I'm talking about?
I guess.
Yeah, is that what you said to your dead grandma?
Yeah, no, we're singing songs.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I was thinking more like, that's that me espresso. Just whatever's the number one hit.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
She likes music. Speaking of Catholicism, the Pope died.
Oh, yeah.
That's a blunder.
The Pope goat.
That's a blunder. The Pope goat.
I should let you had that one.
No, I forgot I even said that, to be honest. Dude, are you sad?
You know what?
As a Catholic man.
Learning about him just today.
Yeah.
I did get a little sad. I cried again today.
Oh my god.
Watching a video of the Pope.
So much?
Bro, my testosterone is
done.
gone, bro.
You're cooked.
I'm cooked.
We need to get you some tea. You get your
got
body
some
is
tea on the kettle, bro. Yeah.
Wait, why are you tearing up? What did you learn about?
Dude, I'll send you this video.
Pope Francis.
There's a video of him. He's talking to some boy. His dad's dead, and the boy asks him like, my father, who was a non-believer, will he get into heaven?
Yeah.
Even though he did not believe in God.
Ooh.
And this boy's
question.
The boy's like 5 years old.
Yeah.
So he's really young, and he's like at the microphone, and he's trying to ask, but he can't. He's like fighting back tears.
Whoa.
Because it's a lot of pressure. This is in front of a crowd of people too.
Yeah.
And then the Pope, he says like, "Kid, like boy, come to me." Just whispered in my ear. And any other Pope, a little sus.
I was like, dude, I don't know.
This guy was the man.
Kid, don't go.
So the boy goes up to the Pope, whispers in his ear. They have like a long conversation off the mic, and then like the boy goes back to his seat, and then the Pope, speaks into the mic, and he's like, "I'm going to share with you all because I got permission from him." Yeah. So first off, green flag.
Yeah.
He got permission from the boy instead of just exploiting his story.
Right.
So he shares it with the crowd, and he says, basically says, his dad died. He's a non-believer, but he had his 4 sons be baptized.
Oh.
Will he go to heaven? And then the Pope's like, this man clearly is good of heart. Yeah. And he goes, do you think God, who is a father figure himself, would keep this good person too far away from him.
Oh.
He asked the crowd, like, what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you like? What's your response? And the crowd's like, no, of course this guy will be in heaven.
Yeah.
And then he's like, there you go.
He's like, let's go.
Yeah, let's go, bro. Your dad's in heaven, bro.
Crowd surfed.
yeah.
Got a little closer to heaven.
Let's fucking rage.
A little closer to his dad.
The beat drops.
Yeah. That'd be sick.
Yeah. But
Damn.
dude, I was watching that. I was watching the boy like tear up. I'm
Whoa.
like, fuck. I started crying.
Just
But this time I hid it from my girlfriend. I walked to. She was working behind me. I just went to the bathroom to
you're just like
wash up a little.
Just looked at yourself in the mirror and was like, pull it together.
Bro.
Fucking pull it together.
I'm going to miss you, Pope.
Pope Francis, right?
Pope Francis.
Argentinian.
The
first basketball and
first non-European Pope in 1,300 years.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Crazy.
He was also
a homosexual.
Dude, that's what they say. I remember when he became Pope, I was in Catholic school, middle school, and people were like, people think he's gay.
Yeah, new Pope kind of sus. Kind of gay.
He was also a Jesuit, which is like, those are my boys.
Oh.
I went to a Jesuit high school. I got taught by the Jesuits. You know anything about the Jesuits?
All I know about the Jesuits is there's a high school called St. Jesuit in Houston, and they have a very good tennis team. Yeah,
it's usually all the Jesuit high schools, even though Jesuits are like, they're like the poor, they like give away all their belongings. They're sort of like the monks of Catholicism.
That rules.
Every Jesuit high school is like the preppiest boys you've ever met in your life, who are just like good at like tennis. You know, they're like country club kids.
I see.
Yeah. So that's who I grew up with. But yeah, we love the Jesuits.
That's why I gave you the inner game of tennis.
I know.
Bro.
Now I'm
I
ready
knew
to
you were
ball.
related. I was like,
Let's
his
go.
Jesuit ass will love this.
Dude, two of my good friends just played in a pickleball tournament. And I was like, dude, we should get in on that. You and me.
Yeah, we should.
That'd be fun.
How'd they do?
I forgot to ask him, but
Wow.
I'll get the details.
Well, how do you feel about the Pope?
I thought it was cool that he was like the Jesuit. People were excited because I don't know if you knew about the Jesuits, but they're more like quote unquote progressive compared to other like sects of Catholicism.
Sure.
And so people were pretty excited to like, they're very like pro immigration, pro like reform, and like pro like gay people. Like I think the Pope was like, he didn't want to go too far, but he was like, gay people can be godfathers and they can like be godfathers to their children or something like that. Like he like said shit like that where it's just like, oh, this is like more progressive than we're
what you would
used to.
expect from Catholicism.
Right, Catholicism.
Yeah. His stance was like, gay people as individuals can be blessed, but we cannot ordain like gay marriage.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Just dude, come on, just go all the way, baby. Who cares?
Yeah.
You need more people. Like it's rough right now. No one's going to church, but apparently people are going back to church.
Yeah, like God's back, baby.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens, right? The more conservative the government is, the more like religious it goes, and then sort of ebbs and flows.
I don't know, but that's interesting.
Yeah. I think I got some articles about the stabilizing of the Catholic Church or something like that.
I was with this one comedian a couple months ago, and he's like, I guess he's definitely successful.
Okay,
he's pretty big, and he was like, he earnestly looked us in the eyes, and he was like, you know what's coming back in comedy right now? You know what's making a comeback? God.
Oh yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah, and he was like, God's making a comeback. God's back.
He sounds like a pastor.
And we were like, what the fuck? You think God left?
Yeah, what?
Like they own the country.
Yeah, look to any news site.
God, these fucking Christians always think that they got like a chip on the shoulder.
Right. Or like they're
the victims.
They're sick. I think a lot of Christians think they're like very punk rock, which that bothers me. It's like, we're doing something no one else is thinking about. It's like, no, what?
Yeah, dude, yes.
You're the biggest religion in the world, I guess. Not really, but like in the West, you know?
Right. They're definitely the most powerful religion in the world.
For sure.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They think they're the victims. They think they're,
but
punk
it's like,
rock.
Yeah, I think their religion is very much based on guilt, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, me, my bad, my problem. I fucked up. I'm always fucking up.
Right, like they always have
victim-based.
some sort of cross to bear.
Yeah. I was liking the memes of like, the meeting with J.D. Vance was so bad the Pope killed himself.
That was the first thought that came to mind. When I saw that he passed away, I was like J.D. Vance.
Yeah, J.D. Vance killed him.
Yeah. But then I hated, I had, that was my initial thought, so I'm not better than anybody else.
Sure.
But I did hate like, oh, well now, like the Pope was bigger than that meeting, and now everybody only remembers that he died after meeting J.D. Vance.
Dude, I feel like most of the world doesn't give a fuck about J.D. Vance. He's fine. It's all about the Pope now.
That's true.
Except for the Conclave. Apparently, the two front runners are an Asian. It's a Filipino guy, I think.
Right.
And a guy from Africa, I think. A black person and an Asian person.
I'm rooting for the African guy. Because I know Filipino Catholics.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's going to be a bad day for the gays. They do not deserve to be married. And they deserve to be executed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, bro.
It's backwards.
Well, I heard that the Black Pope coming soon to CBS. I heard he's like
Tyler Perry joint.
Madea goes to the papacy.
Goes to the Vatican.
Goes to the Vatican. Yeah, I think I heard he's like progressive, like another progressive pope.
Oh, really?
I heard.
I didn't read up on any of this because I'm like, it doesn't really bother me.
However, in Conclave, didn't work out for the Black Pope.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
In fact, the Black Pope, bad guy.
Was he? He's like up in the
air.
Remember. Up in the air.
Didn't he like pay off some people or something?
He had like
there was like a scandal that he paid off some people about or something like that.
He was like young and he like hooked up with a woman who like had a kid.
Right.
And then he tried to cover that up.
Right.
Yeah. So maybe that's bad.
Sounds a little stereotypical if you ask me.
Of
nothing. Don't worry about it. I guess everything. Now that I think about it. In every aspect. Yeah.
Black Pope's not going to like that.
Come at me, dude.
You better hope for the Filipino Pope.
I am going to hell.
Yeah, you know what? Filipino Pope, let's get some karaoke in the Vatican.
Oh, that'd be fun.
You know?
They need to spice it up a bit. They sort of do karaoke.
Yeah, isn't church already kind of karaoke? All right, Team Filipino Pope.
Let's go.
Let's go.
The church has never sounded better with all those Filipinos going back to church.
Yeah.
Belting out their karaoke songs. Is that true? Does your family love karaoke?
Filipinos love karaoke.
You love karaoke?
I'm not much of a singer.
Whoa.
Yeah, but that's why I do stand-up.
But you'll do karaoke.
I did karaoke for the first time a couple of weeks ago with Peng and a bunch of Chinese friends. I had a ton of fun.
Karaoke's so fun.
It was a blast. Yeah, you should go the next time we go.
Yeah, let me know.
We went to Flushing and it was like super cheap.
I haven't been there. I haven't been to karaoke in years.
Dude, it was so fun, bro.
I love singing.
But I also I found out I'm not one of those smart Asians. Because I couldn't read the words fast enough.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So I was like trying to do. You can't do karaoke with your finger pointing at the words.
Can you do this at 0.5 speed?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Damn, but they were killing it.
They were killing it.
Damn. Do you know Vince Chong? I think his name is a comic. Vince something.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think that's his last name. He goes to karaoke by himself.
Like with a group?
Nope.
I mean, like he doesn't sing with strangers. He just sits in a room by himself and sings.
Yeah.
Why?
He says it's like a good cathartic thing. And I'm like, you know what? Honestly, I kind of get that.
But you can do that at home though.
Yeah, but it's like a whole thing to go to a place and you're in a room and you're like belting it out.
I see. I guess I don't see the value in that, but
trust
I
me.
also go to the movies all the time by myself.
Dude, I asked him a lot of questions because I wasn't convinced myself either. But the more he talked about it, I was like, that actually sounds kind of nice.
What was his argument?
No, it's just like
it's just cathartic.
Well, it's like similar to like being in a car and you have music on. You're just singing in the car. You know.
But
do you ever do that? You ever sing in the car?
Big singer in the car.
That's what I'm saying.
That's one thing I miss. Yeah, but like karaoke's so expensive.
I think he lives in Sunset Park. So it's probably cheaper there. He was telling me it's not expensive. Also, it's like therapy. So like it's like cheaper than therapy.
Maybe it's only expensive because I go to karaoke and get fucked up.
Yeah, just buy the drinks.
Yeah.
Damn.
Big singer in the car. One time in college, this girl.
So you do like singing?
I was in class and this girl came up behind me and she was like, "Hey, I think I saw you on the highway."
Oh no!
I was like, "Oh yeah, cool." And she goes, "Yeah, you were fucking belting, bro."
Are
you
okay?
Singing hard. Oh man, I was so embarrassed.
Dude, that's how fucking Zac Efron got discovered. He was driving in California and some casting director saw him singing in a car.
Really?
And he was like, "That's a good looking kid. He also can sing. You should be in my movie." They gave him an audition immediately.
I don't know, bro. That sounds like
that's what happened.
Messy. You don't believe it?
Come on.
No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Have a little faith in the magic of Hollywood, dude.
I think they make up those stories to make these guys like messiahs. Zac Efron, Disney Messiah.
Maybe. I also like to be like, it could happen to you, that sort of thing.
Right, yeah,
like
exactly.
Even you can be the next Disney star.
They have to perpetuate the dream because it all feeds into that industry.
It's all those like, you know how like the stories of bootstrap people, like lift yourself up with the bootstraps, all made up too? It's like all that shit's like made up.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, I bet Hollywood like intentionally perpetuates these stories to inspire people, and they never have the talent, but they shoot for the stars, and they end up as like a stagehand and stuff. Because they need PAs.
Wow.
They need these
it's
other
a recruiting thing.
Ancillary people. Yeah. If they were just realistic of like, this guy's dad is a famous Jew, and so he didn't have to audition for High School Musical, and like the industry would fall apart. Yeah. The industry would fall apart.
But everyone sort of knows now that that's just how it works.
Yeah.
Not the Jew part, but like it's all Nepo stuff.
Yeah. And you know what?
We're not saying that.
And in defense of it, it should be okay. What nepotism, if it's quality, if it lends to a better product, I think it should be excused. If they suck, then axe them.
Well, I think the thing is a lot of Nepo babies are bad.
Huh?
Here's the thing. Here's my theory. Not theory, but this is what I think. Or acting is not as hard as people think it is, in my opinion.
I agree.
And you can get some training, and like Nepo babies just make it easier to get to the roles, and then you just get a little training to become an actor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the baseline's low. Like it's it's just easy to do. Mm-hmm. So like that's why nepotism's like, well, come on. Give it, spread the roles around. But also like that's just how any job works. That's how any industry works. It's just it's who you know.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. Yeah. Like any other industry, that's kind of how it all works.
It's all lottery kind of at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Anyway, what were we talking about? Nepo babies. Doesn't matter. I have some blunders. Should we get into it?
Oh yeah. Well, my blunder was I cried in front of my girlfriend. Don't ever do that. Did she say anything? Do that, huh?
Did she say anything?
She likes it.
I know. I mean, yeah, of course. Yeah. It's sweet. It's like you like the thing, and I don't know. I think it's weird if any girls like men should not cry. It's like what's wrong with you? That's fucked up.
Well,
weird.
She's gonna find his brain splattered across her wall one day.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Fucked up. Anyway,
she's gonna like wipe it off the wall. She's like, "Ew, are these tears?
Yeah,
what are these red tears?"
He was crying when I was shooting him in the head. He shot himself in the head.
Ew, I just got the ick.
Yeah, reading the suicide note. This guy's so sad. What the hell?
He fucking killed himself.
Can he just be happy? Yeah, that's
gay. Suicide, red flag.
Yeah, that's right. All right, let's see. Oh, okay, this is fun. I was Saturday, I barked for Flophouse.
Nice.
Comedy Club, fun time. You automatically get a spot if you bark.
Yeah.
There's no minimum tickets sold. So like you just like hand out tickets, whatever, right?
Sick.
So I went in after my barking session, did a good job, got rid of a lot of tickets because I'm the best. And usually there's like the lineup of all the comics on the thing, right? It's just like I didn't see my name there, and I was like staring at it, and I was like, fuck, do I have to say I should say something? I don't know these people that well, but like I'm gonna do it, whatever. But then luckily the booker guy was like, "Oh, what's up? Like you barked?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, okay." And then he crossed a person's name out and then wrote my name in. the person he crossed out right next to me.
Whoa!
Literally right next to me.
Dude, you barked him off the show.
Literally right next to me.
Yeah.
I was literally talking to him like 2 minutes before I was looking at the list, and we were both looking at the list.
Wow.
And it said his name. I don't want to say his name, but because he's actually a really nice guy. But
wow, you're gonna redact him twice, huh? Off the show and off this podcast.
Off the pod. He's a great guy. I'll tell you who. I don't know if you know. He sort of just moved here, but yeah, he was hanging out. He didn't bark or anything. He wasn't even on the show. So what Flophouse does is like if you hang out enough, they'll add you to the lineup, and you kind of just become like a regular performer, right? So he was just there hanging out, and then he got on the show, and then he got taken off the show, obviously, and then he kind of just like looked around and like talked a little bit and was like, I think I'm gonna dip, and so he like left. And I was
poor
like,
guy, bro. I'd be so mad.
That wasn't the last show of the night either. There's like other shows, so he could have stayed.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I feel bad. But the whole time I was talking to Karthik, you know Karthik Raj?
Yeah.
Great guy. We were just chatting about it. I was like, I feel so bad. He's like, no, don't feel bad. Like, you barked it, and like, he's fine. Don't worry about it. And I was like, I don't know. He looked pretty pissed. And then he came back.
Okay.
He came back, and he's still like, he kind of like, oh, this made me cringe. He like looked around. He had a box of food in his hand, and he like didn't really know who to talk to. So he was just like looking around, figuring out who to talk to.
And you're like, I'm not gonna talk to this guy.
Well, then I was like, I tried to like be nice. I was like, well, what's up? And then he was like, oh, like I have extra food if anyone wants this food. And I'm like, no, I'm good. And then he like started looking around to see who would take his food. And then he like just found a group. Was like, hey, do you guys want this food? And then they were like, yeah, sure. And then he like gave it to him, and then he left.
Oh.
And I was like, yo, that's rough to see. I hate to see it. I was cringing hard.
Fuck. I feel like I've been in that position.
Yeah, everyone has for sure. I know. That's why like hanging out doesn't always work.
I don't know who it was. Who was it?
I'll tell you later.
All right.
It doesn't matter. Because again, he's a sweet guy. He didn't really deserve it. But look, I did my work. All right.
Wow.
I worked for that. But like I bumped him off the show.
Good shit, buddy.
Thanks, dude.
Swing that big old.
And let me tell you, it was a good show. It was really fun.
Yeah?
It was great.
Yeah,
all the
I
weekend
should
shows,
go hang out though.
Dude, all the weekend shows, I've been surprised. All the weekend shows have been they're always packed. And it's like really fun.
I bet. There's not really a lot of comedy clubs in that area.
Right. There's a lot of young
especially
people.
now that Williamsburg Comedy Club is dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
It's very like young people, and that they get a lot of foot traffic. People just like, they just want to have fun.
Yeah.
It's just like, they're like, they have money because it's like that part of Williamsburg.
Right.
You know? So they're willing to just like go to a thing.
Huh. I guess I'll hang out there.
Dude, I barked in 4 people who bought a ticket, and then they just like decided they didn't want to do it, and then they just left. And there was $15 tickets.
Wow.
I was like, you
damn,
just
they're
bought
loaded.
this? Yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm saying. People are just rich there. They're just like, oh, $50, whatever. Fuck it. I'm out of here.
Yeah, Williamsburg is like a rich kind of area.
Yeah, really bougie.
The Soho of Brooklyn is what they're calling it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, and also like the people like try to bark in are like some of the people are just like the snobbiest people I've ever met. Like you'll ever see in your life.
Comedy?
Yeah.
How dare you?
They're like, no. No. Or they're like, thanks, but no thanks.
Laughing is cringe.
I don't have a sense of humor. I literally heard that. And I was like,
said that?
I was like, that's pretty funny. And she was like, I'm a comedian. And I'm like,
oh
shut
my
the
god,
fuck up.
sounds hot.
Yeah.
She hot?
I don't remember. I really don't. There's like a lot of people that press through that area. Also it was like very quick. So
somebody who says that sounds like somebody who's just like so hot that people just laugh at the.
They don't need a personality.
Say. Yeah. They can just copy and paste the personality.
They were blonde. I just literally saw the back of her head because she like walked past me so fast.
Not big into blondes.
Sorry, but
sorry.
Could have been fake though. She also could. She could maybe dye her hair. I'll tell her next time I see her.
Oh, she can dye. All right.
So that was a fun blunder. That pretty rough, but also hanging out does work. People are successful hanging out and getting on shows.
I would do it if I wasn't such a bad hang.
No, it's the vibes are good there. I thought it'd be like awkward because like you hang before the show and hang like a little after the show, like just like as a.
Oh, I was talking about me.
No, I'm saying you'll like the vibes are good.
Oh, right.
It's chill. It's like you see people you know, and it's like everyone knows what's going on, and we're just like, oh yeah, we're just hanging out.
Yeah, I should. I guess it's pretty close to my place. Why wouldn't I?
Next time I bark, you should come through. That's how you bark. They love it. Haven't been almost arrested a few times. So that was fun. Okay. Here's another blunder, I guess. My body is sore today. My neck is killing me.
What about your back and your pussy?
My back, a little pain.
What happened?
I went go-karting yesterday. But they don't tell you.
That sounds really fun.
You can get whiplash go-karting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you?
Did you like crash yourself, or you bump into
I got
stuff?
bumped a little bit, but I was like in the moment I wasn't in pain. I was a little like fatigued because it kind of is like a little bit of a workout to like fucking turn and shit. And you gotta fight the G-force a little bit.
G-force.
Yeah, I was hitting some G-forces.
Like you're training to be an astronaut.
Oh yeah. That's what they do. They take you to go-kart. Have you done go-kart? Have you go-karted before?
Yeah.
It's sick.
It's fun.
So fun.
I don't know how fast I've gone though, because when I was like a kid.
Okay.
So they're like, let's not give this Asian kid, Mach 5 speeds.
We were going 25 miles per hour.
That sounds pretty fast.
It was pretty fast.
Yeah.
I was
about how fast I run.
I was Whoa, okay. We were drifting. I was drifting pretty hardcore. I was getting bumped. I was bumping. It was fun. It was also multi-level, so you can go up a ramp and down a ramp.
Yeah, were you throwing banana peels?
Throwing bananas, throwing shells. But I'm in pain. I was not expecting to be in pain from go-karting. Now I can't really turn my neck. My legs are sore.
Sue.
Yeah, OSHA.
Ruin the fun for everybody.
Not so much of an interesting story, but just a blunder that happens in my life right now. You
know? Speaking of G-Force and astronauts.
Okay.
Katy Perry.
Let's go.
Astronaut Gail King.
Yeah.
Sent them out in space.
How do you feel about that?
I think somebody said that the purpose of the voyage was to to collect data on how to send waste into space. And so they started with Katy Perry.
Katy Perry, yeah. I thought you were going to say how to convince the gays to be pro space exploration.
Wow.
Because you said gay, and I was like, where's this going?
Oh, no, Gail King.
Gail King.
Yeah,
right.
You thought I was saying gay king?
Yeah.
They sent a gay king. They sent the Pope up into space.
That's how he died.
That's how he died.
You got that alien symbiote sickness.
Oh, yeah. Katy Perry gets the symbiote. She gets the venom symbiote.
Yeah.
She comes back.
He's risen again. Dude, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't really...
Space is a waste of time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny because there's an interview of Katy Perry of her before she went up. She's like, I just love, I'm obsessed with space, and I love, nature and science, and I love the planet. I love Earth and, learning about Earth. And then everyone's in the comments like, if you loved Earth, you literally did the worst thing possible for planet Earth.
You jumped on a rocket funded by fucking Amazon.
Yeah, one of the worst companies in the world.
yeah.
And just expelled tons of CO2 into the atmosphere.
Yeah. And generated that answer from ChatGPT.
No, but it's all good because she brought a flower to space.
Oh, wow, great. Yeah, and she killed a flower. Nice.
She killed it. Yeah, she plucked it. She plucked
what
it from.
Dumbass.
Yeah. But also, I don't know. If not her, someone else is going to be sent up there. You know what I mean?
Katy Perry's so dumb that,
how dumb is she?
I kind of empathize with Russell Brand.
Oh, no.
That's how dumb Katy Perry is.
Russell
Brand broke her fucking heart, is a grifter, fucking pedophile.
And he's going to jail, yeah.
Going to jail. But when I look at them, I'm like, I get it, Russell.
Dude, people really hate Katy Perry. I'm so indifferent about her.
She's just an easy person to hate because she's ditzy, I think.
Do you think she's actually ditzy, though? I feel like she's...
it's an act.
She's a little smart because she has pivoted her career to a point where she, found success. You know what I mean? How many people do that? Not many. People usually crash out, if you will.
She stayed relevant.
Yeah, for so many years, and... yeah, I don't know. In a weird way, I'm I kind of respect it. It's kind of hard to be Katy Perry.
Yeah, I guess maybe there is some savviness to it, but I'm still gonna shit on her because it's fun. You know,
you're right.
What an easy, harmless target.
This is it's giving back to the gays. It's giving fucking Anne Hathaway in 2015.
Oh, she's gonna come around and everybody loves Katy Perry.
People are gonna like her.
Yeah,
because she's had some bops. Let's be real.
Katy Perry,
she's got some bops. Teenage Dream, Firework.
Firework is a song I wish I didn't know English. Yeah. I wish I could listen to that song without knowing English.
Why? Because the lyrics are so stupid?
Because the feeling of it feels so good. It's uplifting, you know. But then the lyrics are so dumb.
Oh, it's all Benny Blanco with the production.
That's him? He wrote that song?
I think he wrote most of Katy Perry's top hits.
The lyriks.
I think he's
a plastic
credited.
Bag.
Yeah. Dude, but you got to remember this is for pre-adult, this is pre-pubescent teenage girls.
Yes. Yeah.
They're dumb.
I know, but even that,
stupid.
the imagery that they use is it just doesn't make sense thematically. I don't know.
You hate her.
Fucking plastic bag. What?
She's no Olivia Rodrigo.
Olivia Rodrigo rules. Olivia Rodrigo for Filipino Pope.
There we go.
There we go. I can get behind that.
So, do you prefer Sabrina Carpenter or Katy Perry?
Sabrina Carpenter.
Wow. Ooh, Sabrina Carpenter or Taylor Swift?
Fuck.
Even?
I'm gonna go Sabrina Carpenter.
Taylor Swift or
she's got
Katy
a little
Perry?
bit. Taylor Swift.
Oh, you really hate Katy Perry.
She just has no redeemable qualities.
In my mind, she's at the same level as Sabrina Carpenter. Like she's like the same in terms of like.
But Sabrina
makes
Carpenter
pop music,
makes pop music, but at least there's a little bit of like an edge. You know, she's like pushing the envelope a little bit. And well, I guess Katy Perry too. They've both been around for forever.
Like Sabrina, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Because she's like a Disney person.
Yeah.
Probably found her in the car singing. Mm-hmm. Probably consider she's
Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter.
True.
No, like who do you choose?
Oh, I mean, probably Olivia. I don't really care too much about either of them though.
Olivia Rodrigo, she writes all her shit.
I like punk rock.
Olivia Rodrigo, she's like pop punk, I guess.
I don't
know. I don't want to reveal how much I know about
You're a huge
Olivia
fan.
Rodrigo. I am a big fan.
She's a Filipino queen.
Filipino queen.
Anyway, yeah, you wish that Katy Perry died. That's weird. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm gaining from this.
Suspended in space, frozen in time, on life support.
Just away from all the poor.
Is that worse than wishing somebody death? Like wishing they were on life support?
It's probably the same, right?
I guess so. Wishing somebody was a vegetable.
Sorry, I gotta respond to this text real quick.
Oh, it's okay.
This is so rude of me.
No,
it's kind of an urgent thing because people are heading over to this game. They're asking me questions. Okay,
kind
anyway,
of a slap in the face to our millions of listeners.
I'm back. Okay, so is life support worse than wishing death? Than wishing life support over death? Yeah. I think it is worse because you're burdening the people who have to keep you on life support in a way, right?
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Great answer. Saved it. Killed it. Mm-hmm. But sometimes people get off on that sometimes. You know what I mean?
Being on life support, like all that attention.
Yeah.
Or like
no, not the person on life support. The people who like to help.
Oh.
They're obsessed with altruism. You know.
Altruism. Yeah.
They're obsessed with helping.
It's like stolen valor, except the valor is earned.
It's yeah. Yeah.
So not really stolen.
Just valor.
Fuck them for wanting credit for doing a selfless thing.
But this is sort of like, it goes into like, have you seen TLC and like My 600-Pound Life or whatever? And they always, like, the people are in a relationship. There's always like a person who like loves feeding them food. They love giving stuff. Like gorging them. It's like financial dominance.
Oh.
Findoms. They love just giving away stuff. They get off on it. It's like a sexual thing almost.
Oh, my cousin's like that.
Whoa, I need to be your cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, he or she likes to just give away stuff?
I think he gets pleasure from like giving things.
It's so weird. I kind of get it. It's nice to like do nice things, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it to become sexual is so interesting to me. Like, here's so much money. Just take my money.
Take my money.
Take my money.
Yeah.
Eat this food. Get fatter. It's weird.
Well, hey, if you're gonna have a kink, at least it's something.
that's a nice kink.
Yeah, that's a nice kink.
Anyway, that's I guess.
Yeah.
All right, I have one more blunder. If you want, you have any more blunders?
My
in your
kink
life?
is when you put 2 fingers down my throat. Just kidding. I'm kidding. Keep your fingers out of my mouth.
All right, one more. I have one more dumb blunder. Do you have any more blunders in your mind that you want to talk about? Wrap it up. Oh, 47. Great.
No, my life is perfect.
Nothing happened.
Well, yeah, I talked about crying.
Yeah.
And
any fun things?
Oh, I went to Atlantic City.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Bombed again.
Did you really?
Yeah, I'm 1 for 3 out there.
No,
bro.
Wait.
This set was
what
okay.
Happened?
I was doing okay, and then halfway through it, I just lost them. I don't know where I lost. I started talking about the tariffs, and then I just lost them.
They're like, we're gonna lose more of our money.
Yeah,
they're in Atlantic City already.
Yeah, it was a bad set.
Damn, I'm sorry. When'd you go? Did you go first?
No. This time I went third. So I had like no excuse this time. There was a good crowd. I went up third.
Other comics were doing decent.
I would say I probably had like the second best set, but it wasn't good. But the last comic did very well.
Name names. Who was it?
Jamel Sirleaf.
Oh, no, that is
really funny guy.
Cool.
Really cool guy.
Who hosted?
Nikki McCallum.
They bring the host, right? The host like drives with.
Everybody. Yeah, usually. Yeah.
What was that? Was the car ride chill, normal?
Yeah, the car ride's always fun. Honestly, that's like the best part of doing
just
these.
Hanging.
Yeah, just like the hang.
How long is the drive? Like 30 minutes?
To Atlantic City?
Yeah.
It's like 3 hours.
3 hours?
Yeah.
You drive 3 hours?
Yeah.
On like
and then
a Thursday
you bomb, yeah. And then you bomb, and you got to sit 3 hours back.
I didn't know it was so far.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Far as fuck.
That sucks.
Yeah. The Connecticut club is close. It's like an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, so the Atlantic City, it's 6 hours of driving.
Yes.
In like a night.
Yeah.
What time do you get home?
Like 12:31.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And they drop you off like at a train stop, right? Like.
Yeah, it's different depending on where the driver needs to go.
But these people, do they rent cars for y'all? Sorry, I'm just like, this is blowing my mind.
I think the way they have it is like
People with
there's
cars.
a couple of comics with cars
Yeah.
who volunteer.
And they get an list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
3 hours.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
How was it? So the car ride home was rough? Everyone kind of just like, fuck, this sucks.
I was a little bummed out, but they were pleased
They
because they were happy with their sets. I guess.
Wow. But you had the second best set.
I just didn't stick the landing.
No, I'm just saying these people think they're doing well, but they're not.
You know,
They'll never be good.
You know, if you just look back at the inner game of tennis, you will learn not to judge yourself.
It's not about
not
good
to
or
compare
bad.
yourself. Yeah.
It's about just chilling. I was gonna say it's about having fun. I don't even think that book's about having fun.
It's not even about having fun.
It's about just
It's
doing the
about,
thing.
Yeah. It's just
do
about
it.
being.
Yeah, it's like
flowing.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Damn. I'm sorry you bombed again. It's a
Yeah.
bummer. I would like to go and watch. I think it's an interesting thing to see.
I started hot and then I just lost it. Yeah.
It happens.
Well, what's funny is one of the comics that I met, he's like, I don't know, he's like some Long Island guy, I think.
Yeah.
And backstage, he was getting all zen with us. He was getting all enlightened.
Ooh.
I guess he's like maybe like mid-late 30s, maybe in the early 40s guy.
Okay.
And then he's like, yeah, you know, when I was younger, like, I used to shit on religion. I didn't get it. It's like, this shit is so fucking stupid. You know, so dumb. Like, God, that's for fucking losers. But now that I'm older, I'm starting to get it, man. Like, if it gives you a sense of fulfillment and purpose, you do you. That's good, bro. That's good. And then went on stage. He's like, so these fucking Jews.
Oh, no. Damn.
Bro. Yeah.
It's always the opposite of who you are on stage, you know?
It is so funny to see that.
That's funny. He's like, I don't actually, yeah. Well, he probably wrote that joke like 10 years ago.
Yeah. Back
just
when you
kept
could say that, yeah.
Back when, yeah, but you can definitely say that now, or not say that now.
It's all cyclical.
Yeah, it'll come back
It'll come back
one day.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are we at? We're at 51. We can hear this one.
Yeah,
I mean,
we can hit your last blunder.
It's not that exciting,
Your
but it did piss me off.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have an apartment group chat. All right, I have an apartment group chat, and this lady in the group chat was like, "Hey, I have a family emergency. If any packages come for me, can you just like hold on to it?" It's like that's a fair thing to say, right? So we got that message like a week ago, whatever, right? I walk in like 2 days ago, and I see a lady in the building who's not the lady that has an emergency, but she lives in the building, and she's holding a box.
Whoa.
And literally the moment I walk in, I didn't even get I one step in the door. She goes, "Hey, can you help me with something?" And I go, "Oh yeah," because I thought maybe she like needed help like carrying something or something.
Yeah.
She goes, "Can you hold on to this box for that person in the group chat?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah, I just have too much stuff in my apartment, so can you hold on to it?"
Your apartment's bare.
Yeah,
right?
I was
you have
like-
no belongings.
I was like, I guess. I was like, no,
Yeah.
you don't put it down. Like, don't
Yeah.
make someone else pick it up. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Of course, I was just like, yeah, of course. It's right over there. Like, it pissed me off so much because she's lived here for like 15 years and she thinks she kind of owns the place. And, like, knows
seniority.
Yeah, she like, oh gosh, like the other day,
She saw your Jesuit ass and was like, "This guy's not tied to his belongings.
yeah, she's
He'll
like,
have no
"Give it up,
problem
give it
giving
up."
this back."
And I was like,
Whereas
the Jesuit
her,
Pope is dead.
She's been tethered to this place for 15 years.
I know.
Haunting this place. She's dead.
I know. Yeah, she could be a ghost, a figment. But she's the type of person, we have 4 washers downstairs. She'll go and take up all 4 of them at once.
What?
Yeah, she's that kind of person.
Oh
She
my God.
sucks.
Oh, Vic this bitch.
She fucking sucks. And so she like
Wow.
did this to me, and I was like, dude, you have room for this small box in your apartment. If you don't, leave it out here, dude. Or like someone else will pick it up. Or like I would have saw it and maybe I would have picked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like don't make someone else do it.
Yeah, why did she even pick it up then?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
She's nosy.
It's all in the guise of like I'm nice. I'm being nice. It's like no, you're being annoying.
Yeah. Why did she even pick it up? She's just
I'm
being
a good
nosy.
person. Yeah, 100%.
Bro. But what did she really say?
I was like, yeah, I got it. Oh, no worries. Totally. Yeah, for sure. And then I walked in here and Lauren was sitting there or my girlfriend was sitting there. I immediately was like, this fucking lady made me do this thing. I was pissed. Just let it out, you know. That's what guys do. They bring the anger home.
Yeah, you literally brought the baggage home.
And then I bought a pull-up bar the next day. And I was like, I need to let the anger out somehow.
Yeah. Can you hold this?
That was a blunder. Now I literally texted her. I was like, hey, like I have your package.
I'm training to hurt you. I'm training to beat your ass.
I texted the person who's gone. I was like, I have your package. Let me know when you're back. She's like, yeah, I'll let you know. So now I don't even know when she's going to pick up the package.
Let's see what it is.
It's a fucking bomb.
It's another pull-up bar.
Yeah, that'd be sick. A lot of anger. I need 2 of them. 1 for each arm. Anyway, that was my last blunder of the week.
Those were good blunders, brother.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for podding with me. Always a pledge.
Yeah.
I've offered. Here's a quick blunder before we end.
Okay.
I've offered 3 people to produce this pod. Paid. I was like, I'll pay you.
Really?
Everyone says no. Everyone has said no.
They're like, do we have to listen to it?
Yeah.
And have every show and movie released spoiled immediately?
I was like, you don't even have to listen to it. You just have to put the thing together and post it.
Right.
And then they're like, nah, we're good.
What?
Because literally 3 people who don't have jobs, I'm like, here's some extra money. I will pay you.
And they don't have jobs?
Well, sort of. They're strapped for money. All right. And they said no. And I was like, damn, no one wants to.
Nobody wants to pull themselves up by their bootstraps.
Yeah, no, I guess not.
And launch themselves into space.
They're gonna be regretting this once we hit thousands upon thousands of dollars in the Patreon. That's one day
we're almost there. We're almost there.
Anyway.
Nobody listens, but they love subscribing.
People, yeah, they do. Honestly,
huh?
Our numbers are going up. Subscribers, they're going up.
Oh shit,
we're like 65 right now.
Of Patreon members?
Subscribers.
Oh, nice.
Patreon numbers.
Nice.
Let's go.
Keep subscribing. Stay with us. All bots.
We'll hit it. Yeah, all bots. We'll pay.
That's what we should call our listeners, bots.
Bots. Blunder bots.
Hey.
That's pretty good.
There we go. All right.
Thanks for listening, you blunder bots. Catch you on the next one.
Beep, beep, boop, bop.
See ya.